Hello there, and welcome back to War Thunder. So, a replay was sent to me by majorTom69, and he is playing a tank that some people really hate as much as I hate my allergies or helicopters. And it is the Italian Premium Event Reward Light Tank at battle rating 8.0, the Aubl 74 HVG. Now, why do people really hate this tank? Because it's literally everywhere and nowhere. And this is a tank that is just playing by different rules. And not because it is so outstandingly different. It's just a wheel tank that can go 100 kilometers per hour on a paved road, but it's not so slow, but also not so fast on sandy terrain uphill, 18.4 horsepower per ton ratio lets it go to places. It is also a relatively small tank, and with the color scheme it really blends into the environment. It is rather small, so you can put bushes all over on it. The armor with 8mm can be overcome by heavy machine guns or Russian 14.5s, like on the Su 122-54. If you see this tank first, because, small, fast, easy to hide. Then there is the gun. This is the 60mm Otto HVG cannon, firing up to 38 rounds every 6 seconds, and this is one hell of a trolley ammo, because it has AG, which is not all that great, but also the M300 AP FSDS round. It penetrates 249mm of flat armor and 144mm at 60 degrees angles of attack, has an amazing muzzle velocity of 1620 meters per second. And this is really where very often you have this bitter taste in your mouth when you get killed by this tiny little Italian pizza delivery car. Why? Because it's just trolling you, right? First, you don't see it. You could easily kill it, but it has the 60mm full stabilized gun, and it also can shoot you on the move. And this long rod penetrator is easy to aim, easy to hit at long range, and, well, just simply one-shotting stuff left, right, and center. And it also completely shits on the heavy tank meta that finds its end finally at around this battle rating. And even only the most heavily protected tanks, when there are perfectly angled, can hope to overcome this kind of 60mm gun, right? So it has fast reload, can penetrate the majority of tanks with ease, one-shotting them, easy to hide, and this is what demonstrates majorTom69 here. And somebody on the enemy team is not really liking him all that much, in that ZSU 57 too. Again, the thing here is, only the perfectly angled mouse and E100, the upper plate, the casemate mounting on the Jagdtiger, and also some Soviet heavies can hope to absorb the shell without getting penetrated, and very often one shot. So this is kind of, when this thing gets spammed out, people that are playing this are everywhere. They're getting you into a crossfire. Your progression across the map is so slow because you have to watch out for literally every single little tiny rock. And again, ZSU 57-2 exploding inside nearly the enemy's spawn as he is shooting across the map from the height of the objective. And he just has very good sight. He's scouting for his team, and then a shot through the lower glacis of the M103, the battle rating 7.7 American heavy tank, if I'm not mistaken, gets the ace. Now, he is a little bit between a rock and a hard place, and he enjoys here Gaijin's driving mechanics, although he has to also blame himself for getting stuck into the situation. And now he is just watching out. So he can support B. He is here to take a little bit of the pressure off C. And, well, there is a lot of fighting going on C. It's around this moment where he thinks, okay, the situation is clear, he needs to advance. He has gotten literally 5 kills from behind this rock. And as he is advancing, a T-54 is coming out broadside. And yeah, he was a bit blind, and now he is hating. Hence the title of the video, Blind Hate. You'll see of this a bit more just in a few moments. Another very interesting scene is here this USH 405. Now he is there, but he doesn't see Major Tom, and Major Tom also doesn't see him, which will become a bit funny later on. But first things first. So he knows that something is around here, and it got scouted. And as he is trying to squeeze himself between those rocks, the Centurion Mark 10 gets blown up. And again, we can clearly see here the marker thanks to the replay function of the USH. But he didn't. So he's swinging around, and again he's observing the area near B, because you never know, right? And this is then where the tank just appears everywhere and nowhere. It can hide behind rocks. We can see the SU-100, and also he sees him. And he's looking for him with the binoculars, and in the gunner's view he doesn't really see him. He takes the gunner, he aims, then he hits the other side, killing the loader. He also scouted him, as you can see with the symbol, and that was not the greatest shot. But, you know, a few seconds later, 6, and he has the kill secured. Good stuff right there for his already 7th kill. When did that happen, right? So and there he sees him, and then he panics, and the USH didn't see him. He for a very long time also didn't see the USH, and the USH also didn't see and hear him shooting. Then there is an M5A1, and again he prepares to ambush him as he hears him around about now. So he prepares to shoot him, then he sees him. That's a disabling shot. Good stuff right there. So a hit in the engine and killing the turret crew, but the 2 tankers in front of the tank were still alive. No longer. That's kill number 9 already. There's the Vickers MBT, and I think he scouted him, but he's not quite sure if he should engage him. He's dropping an RT strike on him, and he's just always also looking behind him. So he's really stressed out in this situation, and he is the most forward tank of his team in this completely unprotected tank. Now watch this scene. ZSU-57 gets shot, but it didn't really disable him. Then he gets shot again, but he doesn't really see Major Tom, it seems like, or he has hit the elevation mechanic, but he doesn't see him. He scouted the ZSU-57 too, but there is nobody around to take advantage of this, and another shot finally gets him his double ace. Wow, he has only 5 shells remaining. He has taken no high explosive rounds, and then he is also looking into B, because B gets captured. He drops an RT strike on it, but the T-54E1 is clearly visible to us, but wasn't to him. And the F-84 strikes here the M46, interrupting the enemy's capturing process, but not to the greatest effect, as the T-54 is still in the cap. But there is some synergy going on. There are some tanks of his team around C. Now he needs to really secure the cap to secure, hopefully, the victory for his team. Also, he needs to go into a cap to get some ammunition back, because, yeah, only 4 shells remaining. And there is the T-29. Now watch this. He gets shot through the lower glacis, through the upper glacis, pardon, and he doesn't see him. He doesn't see him. Then a disabling shot on the machine gun, and it was not good enough, and he still doesn't see him. And this is the 3rd shell getting the kill by killing the commander and the gunner. So he has 1 shell left. 1 shell left. Ooh, what to do. So there is an M48 with him, and he's still looking into B. Now, again, we can see the marking on the T-54E1, but he doesn't. The smoke is going on. There is another Aubl 74. Smoke, artillery strikes. A lot of things are going on. He needs to desperately go into the cap. He also wants to take part in capturing it for the civil lines and DRP. But it's an awful long time. And there is the enemy tank behind the behind the T-48. And 1 shell straight through the driver's hatch, killing him for his 12th kill. And now he just captured and now he needs to get some shells back into this tank. He has no ammunition left. That was literally the last shell that he had for killing the enemy tank. 12 kills and 1 cap and 2 assists, especially from scouting, after 11 minutes of gameplay. So that was played really clean. You cannot criticize your majorTom69 for any sort of scumbaggery playstyle. He was not camping, he was not spawn camping, he was actively on the front line, really helping his team out, scouting, killing, and now capping, supporting his teammate, and a teammate supporting him. So really well played so far. Now imagine what people can do if they don't care at all, if they don't have any sort of honor or are just out there for the Silverlines and RP. Yeah, this is why people hate it, because this tank is more or less designed for this playstyle. And yeah, this is kind of the summary, and I am really happy to see him getting this result on this map. Again, very often, and this is a very funny scene, very often you say, oh, I could have done this the same. And this guy didn't see him, he didn't see that guy for a few seconds. So very often people didn't seem to see him when he was right in front of them. So hence the title of the video, Blind Hate, Blind Rage. So this tank is just kind of blending into the environment, and also the teddy bear on top of it is just the cherry on top of this Italian cake of a light tank. You hate it, you love it, doesn't really matter, it's in the game to stay. And are you really surprised that this is an event reward tank? Yeah. It has kind of flooded the matchmaker when it first came out, and rightfully so, because it's a fun little tank to play. And this is now 13 kills, 1 cap and 2 assists for majorTom69 in the Italian premium reward event vehicle, the Aubl 74 HVG. Well played and a well-deserved victory. Quick look at the post-battle results, and even with a free-to-play account he manages to crack the 100,000 Silverline mark, and with 102,000 Silverlines and 9,500 modification research points he also has a good progress on the M36B1. Together with the Heavy Metal Hero and also the Survivor Award, this was a very nice match, and it was played cleanly. I think you cannot really criticize him for anything except for using this tank, which, as you can see, a lot of people don't like because it's so sneaky, it's so tiny. Even when it's right in front of you, you can overlook it. I think that this was in many aspects a hilarious, fun to watch gameplay. Thank you majorTom for sending it in, and for you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If so, please give it a like if it did, subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see each other on the waves in the skies and on the battlefields of War Thunder.